evening, everybody. Welcome back to the Dugout Football Channel. It is 2 weeks to go now until the Premier League ends. This is week 36, match week predictions. And if there was anything like yesterday, the 9th of May, 2023, lots of things happened and potentially could be significant. Guys, there is a poll in the comments. Basically, I've asked, are the relegation places now decided? Please do let me know and do vote, because it is very, very interesting as well. We were meant to be joined by Paul from, obviously, the Toon Review, and I'm delighted to say that in his place is Jack from Toon TV, and also on the Toon Review. How are you, mate?
Not too bad, not too bad. A pleasure to be on the channel.
It's a pleasure to have you as well. It's a pleasure to have you. Just tell the people where they can find you as well.
You can find me, that name right there, Toon TV on YouTube. Nearly at 2,000, so that'll be greatly appreciated.
That would be very, very good. That would be very, very good. Obviously, I have spoken to a lot of other Geordies as well. How are you feeling about your season? Because you're almost at Champions League, almost.
I didn't see it coming, if I'm being honest. I'm not saying that because I don't believe in the team. I predicted like 8th or 7th this season because we're so ahead of schedule. I didn't think we'd be fighting for Champions League. Apologies to the dogs. I didn't think we'd be fighting for Champions League straight away. But this is mind-blowing. But why not? Why not go for Champions League straight away? It just builds the squad even further and gets us to them titles a little bit earlier. But I did not see it coming. I'm very, very thrilled. Even with a loss every now and then, I don't mind it. Like the Villa one. It's going to happen every now and then. But we've done so well in the season to allow them sort of losses as well. But I'm really, really proud of the lads. Really proud of Eddie Howe. He's done a fantastic job. And the way we spent is very, very smart. And that's impacted on the squad as well. But I'm really, really happy with this season. I didn't expect it to go either way. I expect us to be a little lower.
Yeah, believe it or not, I actually had you in 8th place. I think Chris Welsh in the comments is also saying he actually had Newcastle 7th as well. So, yeah, it has been a fabulous season for Newcastle as well. Let's say hello to a few people who are in the chat. Liz, good evening. Hope you are well, Liz. Hope you are well. Thank you for tuning in. Also saying hello to Jack as well. Chris Welsh, hope we're well. Yes, very well, mate. Very well indeed. I said 7th at best for the Toon. Yeah, I said 8th. I thought 8th would be a very, very good season. Obviously exceeded that, definitely. Good evening, John, as well. Chelsea and Liverpool being in coma this season, so expect them to be back next season. Yeah, definitely. Mr. Conway, hi Liz. I hope Newcastle get Champions League. Imagine nostalgia. Yeah, 2002, 2003 was the last time you were in the Champions League. It has been a while. Are you looking forward to Champions League nights returning to St James's?
I just can't wait to hear that Champions League anthem at St James's Park and the lovely nights at St James's under the lights. So it's going to be magical. It's going to be magical. I'll try and get myself a ticket because I've never been to a Champions League game. And I'd certainly love to go to a Champions League game to the team I support as well. That'll be even better.
Absolutely as well. Hello, Samuel. Hope you're well. Yeah, not bad at all. And as Liz says, like and share the stream as well. Yeah, right. Last week, I will say now that obviously we had the lovely Kendall Rowan on, and we also had Craig from Up the Cherries and All Departments. It was a draw. We all had 5 points each. Literally, it was a very difficult week because you had results like, obviously, Chelsea beating Bournemouth, which was surprising, I have to say. As well, Wolves beating Aston Villa as well. Surprisingly, obviously, Arsenal did beat Newcastle as well. But, yeah, and the Brighton-Everton game, we will speak about it. As well. But, yes, match week 36, get your predictions down in the comments. Get them down in the comments. And we will start with the first one, which is the dreaded 12:30 game. Yes, I absolutely hate these 12:30 kickoffs, and especially if you are Newcastle United, especially. Leeds United against Newcastle, Big Sam against his former club. So expect a very hostile atmosphere at Elland Road. Let's be honest, Jack. Did you see Sam Allardyce coming back into football in 2023? Because I'll be honest, I did not see that coming.
I didn't either. No, not a chance. I thought it would be like another Steve Bruce, gone out of football, just extinct. I thought it would have been gone. But to be fair, I didn't mind it because it makes our job a little easier and makes other jobs a little easier. But to be fair, with the performance they put against Man City, I don't know. I mean, 25 men behind the ball is what all he plays.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't pretty to watch, but I've got to say, I thought Leeds actually played okay against Man City, but he will have a score to settle. But actually, when I look at it now, with obviously Leeds being in the relegation zone, pressure will be on them to get a result. Obviously, the pressure will be on you guys to obviously get a result as well. I know that your record at Elland Road isn't the best, but how do you see this game going?
I don't think it'll be high scoring at all. I mean, 12-30 games aren't really high scoring anyway. I don't think a team would win 5-0. I mean, I'd love to win 5-0, of course I would, but I don't think we will. 12-30 games haven't been the nicest to us this season. 2-0 loss to City, 3-0 loss to Villa. We've lost every 2-30 game this season. I'm not looking forward to it. I think it'll be a low scoring game. But I'll say my prediction when we get onto it. But I see it. The last time we won last time at Elland Road, which was John Joe Show a free kick. So I'm feeling I'm feeling a little bit nervous at the same time because of our record at 12-30 games. But I'm feeling confident, but a little nervous at the same time.
Yeah, I see a Newcastle win. I'll be honest. I'll see a Newcastle win. I've gone 3-1 Newcastle. I think you will concede, but I think you have way too much firepower for that Leeds defence, and I think you'll win 3-1. I can see Isaac, and I can definitely see Wilson going on the score sheet here. So what are you predicting for Newcastle Leeds?
As I said, low scoring. I'll go 1-0 to the Toon.
1-0 to the Toon. 1-0 to the Toon. Let's see what some of you are saying in the chat. Chris says, I'm all good. I'm excited and nervous for playoffs as Carlisle fan. Absolutely. Absolutely indeed. Leeds 1, Newcastle 2, says Chris. Leeds 0, Newcastle 2. Nice bounce back win for Newcastle. That'd be very nice. We'd been winning pancakes. Scored to settle. Don't think it'll be this game. Leeds 2, Newcastle 3, says Liz. Hello, Luke. Hope you're well. Great result for Nottingham Forest last night. 4-3. You don't make it easy for yourselves, I'll say that, but fantastic victory. And probably all but sent Southampton down, actually. Leeds 1, Newcastle 3, says Shane. Hi, Henry. Hope you're good. Big up chat. See you guys in a couple of... Chris, it's not over yet. It is not over yet. But guys, obviously, if you obviously have just came in, there is a poll in the chat. I have asked, are the relegation places now decided after yesterday's results? So Leeds and Leicester and Southampton are the teams in the relegation zone at this moment in time. So please do let me know. But this is a very interesting one, because this is the battle for the European places. Aston Villa against Tottenham. Villa losing surprisingly to Wolves, I thought. I've got to say, but Tottenham getting a narrow win over Crystal Palace. As well. These two will definitely be fighting for obviously European places. I don't think they're going to get top 4 now. You have to give it to Unai Emery. He's done a marvellous job at Aston Villa, and I think they were kind of exceeding expectations this season when he first came in, because they were 17th when he took over as well.
Oh yeah, Unai Emery was. I mean, we always knew he was class. I mean, he took his Villarreal to the semi-finals of the Champions League, lost out to Liverpool. But we always knew he was a class manager. But I didn't expect him to come in. What were they, 17th? Were they in the relegation scrap? Bloody hell. So he's turned them all around with his style of football and the way he's been playing. And honestly, I did not expect the way they played against us back in April. But he's done a fantastic job. And I always knew he was a good manager. I didn't think he was going to flop or anything. I thought he'd keep him above ground. But I didn't think he'd be fighting for Europa. Never.
No, definitely not. Tottenham are a weird side. I mean, look, Ryan Mason has steadied the ship when he's gone in there. I've got to be honest. He has done a good job since he's obviously gone in there. But every time I look at Tottenham, like, yes, defensively they're not the best, but they still are getting good goals as well. But this is a really tough one to call, this one, because, as we say, Aston Villa and Tottenham are both going for those European places. Do you think this has got draw written all over it?
I don't actually. I don't. I think one team will. I don't think demolish, but I think one team will come out on top.
Yeah, I'm trying to think what to go for in this one, because as much as I'd like to obviously say that I'd like Villa to win, I don't know. I'm going to go 2-1 Aston Villa.
I've gone 2-1 Aston Villa as well.
2-1 Aston Villa as well. There we go. Right. Get your predictions in, guys. Let me see what some of you are saying. Henry's gone 1-0 Leeds. Interesting. I don't see that at all.
I kind of agree with that, you know. I can see that for some reason. I can see us maybe not turn up. I can kind of see that. But I hope it doesn't happen. Of course I do. I hope it doesn't happen.
No.
I can kind of see it, you know. I can.
Yeah, absolutely. Chris says, yes, we are down.
I want them to go down because I want Madsen.
There we go. Villa 2-1. Villa 2-2. I'm good. I have a quiz at 7 p.m. Interesting. Enjoy that. 2-1 Villa, says Henry. Yeah, our word defensively needs work and going on into next season. 100%. 100%. And look, we're actually talking about your guys because you're away to Chelsea. It is Chelsea against Nottingham Forest. I've got to be honest. I did not see Chelsea winning last week. And the reason is, I said on the show last week, I said, I can't see Chelsea winning any more games until obviously the end of the season. And look, obviously, what's happened. But something in the back of my mind just thinks this might be a fluke victory, Jack. I don't know about you, but what have you made of Chelsea this season? Because 600 million spent, and they look a shadow of them from ourselves.
I think it's the owner. Don't have a clue what he's doing. Don't have a clue. He's just whacked his wallet at anything with a pulse. That's what he's done. And then that's obviously left the manager. I mean, I feel bad for Graham Potter. I felt bad for him because he got given so many players and he didn't know what to do with them. And he probably didn't even want them. But Chelsea, they've been in really bad form and it's carried on throughout the season. And I'm not going to lie, I've loved it. I've loved every second of it. But for me, it's the owner's fault. I don't think it's the manager's fault. I think sacking Graham Potter, but worst decision ever. Bringing Lampard in, that's just even worse. You're downgrading from Graham Potter. How can you downgrade to Lampard, who got sacked by Everton? That sums up Everton in a nutshell. Sacking Graham Potter, assigning Lampard. What the hell? And then that's obviously inflicted on the pitch. For me, yes, it was a fluke victory at Bournemouth. I didn't see that coming either. But I feel like even the home, there's no point to talk about the home record because they're not good at all this season. And I don't think they're going to be good next season because they probably blew all their money out. And that's their fault, unfortunately.
Yeah, Forest, massive win against Southampton. Yes, I know it was 4-3, but it's good to see them sort of scoring goals. The only thing is, though, they are away. And their final home game is a tough one against Arsenal next week. And I just something in the back of my mind is thinking to me that, yes, they might be away from home. Can they get a result away from home? One away win all season. But they are going to Chelsea. Can you see any chance that Forest could potentially get something from this game? Because at the moment, I'm struggling with this one.
I'm struggling as well because I don't know whether to go the Chelsea win or Nottingham Forest win. I'm struggling between a draw as well. I think it'll be a late nicker. I think it'll be like a 1-0 to Chelsea or 1-0 to Forest. I'll go 1-0 Forest just because I want to see Chelsea lose again because it's so funny. I'll go 1-0 Forest.
1-0 Forest. I love it.
Because they can score. They can score away from home. They proved it against Liverpool. They scored like 3 goals.
Yeah.
So they can do it.
I'm gonna go.
But it's their defense as well. They've got.
I know that's the problem. That's the problem. They don't have the defense. They don't have the defense. If they had the defense, I think they would be fine. Do you know what? I'm going 2-1 Forest. I'm going 2-1 Forest. I have a feeling if Forest win that, they're safe. Because I can't see the teams in the bottom three getting any more points, if I'm being honest. So yeah, I'm going 2-1 Forest. Let's see what some of you are saying for this one. Ray's Gaming Channel, hello mate. You're going 2-0 Villa. Hi Reese, Aston Villa 2, not Tottenham 0. Here we go. Chelsea 1, Forest 1. Says Shane. Chelsea 1, Nottingham Forest 2. Says Chris. 1-1. Says Liz. Hello, Uncle Rod. Hope you're good, mate. Luke has gone 1-1. Susan Cox says, hello, Susan. Hope you're well. If Liverpool and Chelsea hadn't fallen off a cliff, Newcastle wouldn't be where they are today. It'll be tough for you next season.
I think we would. I think we would.
I think you would as well. I think the way you've been...
Look at our results. 4-0 Villa, 4-0 Villa, 5-1 Brentford. We beat Chelsea as well. I don't see why not. We shouldn't be where we are because we overperformed, but I think we've got a lot of convincing results. I think we would be. I think that's a bit of. I think
you would be as well. And I think as well. I think we've obviously having Isaac and Callum Wilson. And look, you've got the best defence in the Premier League at the moment. And as well, the only two teams that have beaten you at St James's is Liverpool and Arsenal. So it just goes to show that you've been a very tricky place to go to this season, to say the very least. Hello, Cedric. Hope you're well. Chris is going 5-0 Chelsea. Where are Chelsea getting 5 goals, mate? Where are Chelsea getting 5 goals?
I think that's because he's a Leicester fan.
That's true. That's very true. Reese Gaming Channel says, hi, Liz, Uncle Rods. Reese Gaming Channel's going 2-1 Forest as well. Terrible ownership. Bully is awful spending his way out of left field, and Scott is fit for bursting. Top half finish for Chelsea. I can see Forest win 2-1 Forest. Henry, with Ori at the back, what you expected? There was a car crash. He was driving the car. Hi, Cedric. 2 goals, actually. And he always liked you. Thank you, Luke. Hi, Carl. Newcastle Bournemouth, where they are, well done. Yeah, they've been fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. And Carl saying hello to Liz. Now a game where probably both of these are safe. They are probably safe. But it's an interesting one. Probably going to be a bit of a damp squib, I would say, this one. Crystal Palace against Bournemouth. Palace lost narrowly to Tottenham at the weekend by 1-0. Bournemouth getting beat 3-1 by Chelsea, which is quite surprising. Roy Hodgson, Jack, did you expect the impact that he would have had?
No, I didn't. And didn't see a 70-year-old man doing this at this level. But fair play to him. You can't fault him. I mean, I never really rated Roy Hodgson when he was at England or when he was at Crystal Palace or wherever he was out, wherever he was at before that. But no, never. I thought it was odd bringing him back in, but fair play to him. He's done a fantastic job. He has done. Bournemouth, you have to give it to Gary O'Neill. I mean, Bournemouth did actually beat us 1-0 as well. They drew with you guys, didn't they? Was it 1-1? Yeah, 1-1. Yeah. 1-1.
Gary O'Neill's done a magnificent job to keep Bournemouth in the league. But was it a surprise that they got beat by Chelsea last week?
It was. I think Bournemouth do very well at home, and especially against Chelsea, their away form's shocking. But I feel like Chelsea, look, they're not performing well, but they've got class players. They've got like João Felix, they've got Sterling, they've got class players. And for me, Chelsea, they haven't gelled. They don't look at Newcastle, they're a unit. Liverpool are becoming a bit of a unit now. Arsenal are a unit. Man City unit. Chelsea just they're like jelly. They're a bit wobbly in some places of the 11. But I feel like they kind of gelled at the right moments in that game. But I didn't see it coming at all.
No. So we've got 2 teams that are already safe, probably both on the beat. So I'm expecting quite a good game, this one. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. I don't think there'll be many goals in it, but I think it'll be a 1-1 draw. How do you see this one going?
I think Crystal Palace will win this one 2-1. I think their home record is very good. They've got Eze, Zaha, Edouard. They've got Mateta. They've got good players. Elise as well. They've got some good players, and they're very good at home. I'm not discrediting Bournemouth whatsoever because they're a good side, but I feel like Crystal Palace are very, very good at home, and I feel like they will nick this one 2-1.
Yeah, I think that's a very, very good prediction. I do think that they could sneak it. I'm sticking my neck out and sticking on the fence and with a 1-1 draw. Dan Munn says 1-1 Chelsea Nottingham Forest. Hello, Dan, up your well. Bowley will end up being a good owner in the end, in my opinion, as long as he learns from his mistakes this season. Chris is going for a 2-2 draw. Luke has gone 1-1. Shane's gone 2-2. Liz has gone 2-1 Bournemouth. Interesting. Roy Liverpool, what a joke that was. That was awful. Absolutely awful. We're not even going to think about that. Hi, Ross, Carl, Luke, Dan, Shane, and Liz. Carl was not the best time for the boy. Hi, Henry. Crystal Palace 2, Bournemouth 0. 1-1 Palace. Carl says 1-0. Palace 3-1, but predicting Bournemouth is hard. It certainly is. Palace 2, Bournemouth 1. Dan, that is really true. Well, this is a really interesting one because it is Erik ten Hag against Julian Lopetegui. But Manchester United, 2 defeats in a row, both against Brighton and West Ham. 2 teams that they really should be beating. No disrespect to, obviously, Manchester United as well. Jack, David De Gea. I mean, there has to be coming at a stage now where Manchester United are going to have to consider David De Gea's long-term future as Manchester United number 1. That was a really bad error, and it's not the first bad error he's had this season.
It's not, but it's weird with De Gea because look at some of the saves he saved this season, but look at the errors he's made this season. He's an off and on goalkeeper, but look at the backups: Jack Butland, Tom Heaton. Jesus Christ, they're in a bit of a mud goalkeeper wise. They should have kept Dean Henderson, in my opinion. Dean Henderson's a cracking goalkeeper. They should have kept him, but not Dean Henderson. De Gea. That was a shambles against West Ham. But as a Newcastle fan, I loved every second of it. I was laughing. I loved it. And I want him to stay purely because he lets in a lot of goals. But yeah, they've got to get rid of him somehow. But there's been good talks about him getting a new contract. But we'll have to see. But he's not been very good recent weeks.
I mean, as long as it keeps you above them, that's the most important thing. But I don't know, I just think Manchester United I think they look leggy. I think they look tired. I think it's a case of they've played way up. Well, they can't have that excuse. We played every single game last season, but as well. Manchester United have had a very, very good season, but they have lost 9 games this season. Now that was one more than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer did. And look what happened to him. He was obviously sacked. And Wolves have just come off the back of a Villa 1-0 win, which is a magnificent result. Last season, Wolves went to Old Trafford and won. Could lightning strike twice?
I don't think so. I don't.
No.
I think. Man United, they've lost 2 games in a row, but they're away. Them 2 games were away, and their away form was shocking. But their home form has been all right. So I think they will nick. I think they'll win this one, probably 2-1.
2-1.
I don't want them to. Of course, I don't want them to. Of course, I don't. But their home form has been good. I'll give it to him. Their home form has been good. I don't see him losing. I hope they do, but
I know it is a tricky one. I just think the way that they're playing. Look, they are very good at home. Don't get me wrong; they are very, very good at home. But just something in the back of my mind is saying I think Wolves snatched something here. I'm going to go 1-1 draw. I'm going to go another 1-1 draw, and I think that would be very interesting. Very, very interesting to say the very, very least. If they get a draw there, I think they're away at Bournemouth next week as well, and then I think they've got Chelsea at home. some of it, yes, but
Yeah.
I do want it to sort of be exciting towards the end of the season, I do have to say. But Manchester United actually have Bournemouth next week away, then they have Chelsea at home, and then they've got Fulham home to finish the season as well. I still think they'll get top 4, but I think it'll go down to the final game. I think it will go down to the final game, if I'm being honest. Right, Cedric says 2-1 to Palace. Damn, that's really true. Hello, Anthony. Hope you're well. Hello, Anthony. Guys, yes, I am having a baby boy. Yes, baby boy. We found out when we were at the hospital this afternoon, and yes, baby Horn is going to be a baby boy. I can't believe you mentioned Sam Smith. Honestly, do not get me started on Sam Smith. Anyway, Liz Golden says 2-1 Wolves. Cedric's gone 2-1 Wolves. Shane's gone 1-1. Hi, Henry. I can't stay here, so I'll leave this here. Leicester 0, Liverpool 10, and a new record. It ain't going to be 10-0. Let me just say that. It will not be. He is a Leicester fan, yeah.
Wow.
I think he's very pessimistic after the Fulham result, I'll be honest. Noisy came in a backup keeper. Liverpool will have this problem next season. Absolutely. Manchester United 1 Wolves 0, says Chris. 1-0 Wolves. Chris, I hope you find some joy. Hi, Luke, I hope you're good. A lot of the players need a rest, but 10-9 doesn't change it too much. United 1-0. Only if I stop supporting Everton. Carl's got 1-1. United's trying to home. United been wasting chances, though. Newcastle, Villa, Chelsea to win. United and Bournemouth to draw. 0-0. Congratulations. Thank you, Chris. Question, why did they keep Fred? No idea. Absolutely no idea. Congratulations to you, Rebecca. Thank you, Les, and congratulations, mate. Thank you very much. Well, this could be the final curtain for Southampton as they face Fulham. Southampton have to win this game or they will be relegated. They are 8 points adrift, only 3 games to go. They have to beat Fulham. But they could easily be down if other results go against them. And the problem with Southampton, Jack, I don't know if you've noticed this. They have sold so many of their good players. Whenever you think of Southampton in the transfer window, every summer they usually lose one of their key players. Did you ever think that this could be the season that Southampton would go down?
I think they're already down. I think they're already gone. I think after yesterday's result, Everton are 6 points clear of Southampton. They're out the relegation zone. I think they're gone now. I don't think they'll be fighting anymore. They've got a lot of loan players in. That Lavia from Man City, what a player he is. They'll lose him. And they'll probably lose Ward-Prowse as well. They'll lose a lot of their players next season. They'll lose probably the whole squad. Probably the whole starting 11. But yeah, Southampton, I think they're gone.
I think they are as well. Fulham, this will be the final. No, actually, no. Mitrovic is back. Mitrovic is back for this game, but they haven't really missed him with results like 5-3 against Leicester City. Sorry, Chris. I know you're still in the chat as well, but I've got to say, Fulham have really impressed me this season. They have really, really impressed me this season. You've got to fancy Fulham going away from home to beat Southampton, surely.
I predicted them to go down, Fulham. I did.
I did as well.
To go down, and they've completely shut me up, honestly. But I see Fulham going down, winning 2-0. Me, I see them going down, winning 2-0. Southampton, they're down in the dirt. They've got nothing to fight for. Fulham, they're still in the shout to finish top 10. I don't think they'll get Europe, but they're in a shout to finish. They want to finish as high as they can. And I see them going down with a convincing 2-0 win.
Yeah, I'm gonna go one more than you. I'm gonna go 3-0 Fulham. I think that'll be an easy one for them. And Southampton, the first club to be relegated. What's this? Great news! I'll get them an Everton top for you. Please don't, because that will be just going straight in the charity bag. Southampton 0, Fulham 2. Says Chris. Southampton 0, Fulham 2. Thanks, Henry. 3-0 Southampton. Wow. Maybe a bit of fight, Carl. We'll wait and see. Southampton 1, Fulham 2. Southampton 0, Fulham 3. Southampton going down, Fulham 3-0. Thank you, Anthony. Southampton board have relegated Southampton. Inexperienced squad this season. Not back in Hasenhüttl, not giving Jones a chance either. Yeah, definitely. Fulham 2, Southampton 1. James Stephen is a nice name. It certainly is. It certainly is. Fulham could have got a point at Anfield last week. Yeah, they could have. They could have easily done that. And they were really good yesterday. 3-1 Fulham. 0-0 Southampton relegation to the Championship. No help from Leeds. No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. The next one is Brentford against West Ham United. Well, West Ham will probably have one eye on the Conference League game against Alkmaar as well. You've got to give it to West Ham because, Jack, I thought West Ham were sort of gone, dead and buried a couple of weeks ago, but they seem to have pulled out of it.
I never thought they were going to get relegated. They got Declan Rice in the squad, Jared Bowen. They've got some good play at Paqueta, who I wanted. I want Paqueta at Newcastle. I thought him and Bruno would be solidified in top 4 now if we got Paqueta, but clearly we don't want him. But they've got class players, and I always knew they weren't going to go down. But yeah, if you win the conference, is it Europa guaranteed? I think
Europa League. Europa League.
So there's no chance of them getting Europa League or conference this season. So they'll definitely be trying to win that 100%. But they've got to be careful of their positioning. What are they? What position are they? I need to check. So they are 15th, 37 points. I think they can lose this one, but I don't think they'll get smashed. But they'll be careful of who they're playing, and they'll be careful of who gets injured, because they'll definitely be wanting to win the conference.
Yeah, 100%. Brentford. I've got to be honest. I like Thomas Frank as a manager. I like Brentford as a club. Last week, they did everything right, except it was the final ball. They every time they went forward, they just didn't have like an out ball. And I don't know what it was. Like, Ivan Toney for me is a very good striker. Don't get me wrong, but I did feel last week that every time Brentford were going forward, they just didn't have that sort of that final pass, that final ball, just to have that killer instinct to go and score. But they are at home. They're fantastic at home. How do you see this one?
I think Fulham. No, not Fulham. I think Brentford will win this one. I think they'll win it 2-1. Yeah, like you said, Doug, their home record is brilliant. And when we went down there, they were fabulous in first half. But luckily, we've just got that bit more more fight in the second half. Luckily, because I thought we were gone then. But they're good at home. They're good at home. I think they'll win. I don't think they'll win convincingly. I think West Ham will put up a fight. But like I said, West Ham will have one eye on conference. That'll ensure Brentford to get the win.
Yeah, I'm going to agree. I'm going to go 2-0 Brentford. I think I agree. I think West Ham will have one eye on that conference game. And if they win that, then they're in the. Obviously, it is a 2-leg game, but I think if they get a nice lead going into Holland, I think they'll be fine. As well. I've read that one. Chris says, I have to go to work now. Take care. Thank you, Chris. Thank you for tuning in, mate. Here we go. Balam, good evening. Hello, you two. A quick question for our guest. Would you rather have Middlesbrough or Sunderland up? It's a possibility as of May the 9th. And yes, Southampton are down. Yes, the playoffs, obviously, for the Championship to come to the Premier League is Middlesbrough against Coventry and Sunderland against Luton. Yes, Sunderland got into the top 6 yesterday. If you had to pick, who would you rather up, Middlesbrough or Sunderland?
Sunderland.
There you go, the derby.
Reason being, I want the derby back. I want a derby. I'm sick of not having a derby. I'm sick of seeing the Merseyside derby. I'm sick of seeing the other derbies. Apologies for that. But yeah, I really want the derby back, and I really want to shut the Sunderland fans up because they've been a bit big mouthed because they're in the Championships. They need to shut up a little bit more. And beating them in the Premier League, smashing them 5-0 would be a way to do that.
I agree. I want Sunderland back up. I just think they are. You and Sunderland are obviously the two big teams in the Northeast, and having that derby by would be amazing, absolutely amazing. They're fantastic games to watch, and I think you guys need to get them back actually, Because I know for a fact, I think they beat you last time, didn't they?
Ooh. That was what 2017?
No, yeah.
No, we were in the Championship when they got relegated.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right. So that would have been. Ooh.
Yeah, so when we went up, they got relegated. But the last time we played them, we drew 1-1.
Drew 1-1. Right. Okay.
And then we got smashed the year before 3-0.
That's right. That's right. Brentford won, West Ham 0. But obviously things have changed. Definitely. What are you drinking, Carl? Who's winning the Fair Play League to get into Europe? Good question. I'm not too sure. About that one. Can Newcastle get top 4? Yes. The Arsenal defeat was. I don't think the Arsenal defeat was damaging, Ballum. I'll be honest. I don't think it was damaging. If they beat Leeds, then that result is forgiven completely.
I mean, look. If when we lost to Arsenal, if Man United won, and if Man United won, then yeah, we'll be a bit under the cosh. But seeing though all the teams below us seem to be not anywhere near us, and Man United lost, I think we're still in the driving seat. I
agree. Brentford 4, West Ham 2. Brentford 1, West Ham 1. Tony 14 more times than usual. As Euros a bit, I'm not sure. Not too sure, Henry, to be honest with you. 2-1 Brentford. Anthony's got 1-1 Brentford, West Ham. 2-1 Brentford. 2-0 Brentford. Question for your guest, Mane to Newcastle. What do you think?
I've not heard anything on that. Mane to Newcastle. I've not heard anything on that.
I heard Chelsea for Mane. I heard Chelsea for Mane.
I mean, yeah. I would have loved to get Mane in the summer. I mean, 40 million, that's a bargain for Mane. And at least he wouldn't have punched anyone in our squad. But I would have liked Mane.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, we do. Unfortunately, I'm not on me at the moment, Henry. But yes, we do. Evan and Douglas, I know you're trying to sneak into that Champions League spot, but if you could drop 3 points to us and give us a lifeline, that would be great. I knew that was coming. As much as I like Leicester as a club, sorry, mate, can do. You actually, we need to get you back. We haven't beaten you since 2019. We've not beaten you since 2019. No props. Very hopeful, Nate. Yeah, absolutely. I do have to say to that one though, Nate, that yes, very, very wishful thinking, but unfortunately not happening. I'm afraid. Not happening. To say the very, very least. Jack will be back in a wee moment too. Henry says, "I think I would want Sunderland." Yeah, guys, let me know in the chat. Luton, Coventry, Middlesbrough, or Sunderland. Let me know who you would like up into the Premier League. For me, if I'm being honest, Sunderland would be the one for me. But I would like to see Luton. Now, Luton have had a very, very good season. Finishing third, which is absolutely amazing. I think they nearly finished in the playoff spots last time as well. I do think it could be Luton's time. Coventry, we haven't had in the Premier League since I think the early 2000s, 2000, 2001. And obviously Middlesbrough has been previously recent, and obviously Sunderland was 15-16 before the last time that they were in the league as well. But Luton, I don't think they've been in the top flight, so it'll be very, very interesting as well. I can talk about Sunderland, no beach balls around. Just you say that. Luton 9-1. Anthony says, I'm going to be Middlesbrough. Can't got that team playing well. He has. Luton Town would be some away day. It certainly would be. Kenilworth Road.
Walking through some estate buildings to get
yes.
to the away end.
Yes, absolutely. Has to be Luton. Someone different, says Dan Milne. Right, chat. And everyone who's watching. Who in their right minds had Everton to beat Brighton by 5-1? Because I can tell you now for a fact, nobody had Everton to beat Brighton by 5-1. Okay, maybe there's one person out there. Oh yeah, I'll go for a wee prediction. Brighton 1, Everton 5. Yeah. I mean, Jack, I know that obviously you went to Everton a couple of weeks ago, and yeah, you beat them 4-1. So by that time, you would have thought Everton dead and buried after that game when you won 4-1. Nobody saw that 5-1 coming though. That was an amazing result for them.
I mean, fair play to Everton. That's not easy. That is not easy in the slightest to go to Brighton and win 5-1 the way they've been playing. Fair play to him. Sean Dyche probably send him out to sit behind the ball a little bit, but didn't send him out to win. But fair play to him. I mean, Dwight McNeil, he was on fire yesterday. But fair play. I want them to go down because I don't like the Toffees. I don't like them. I don't like Everton. Don't like the fan base. Don't like the fan base at all. Don't like the club. Just don't like them. Want them to go down. I'm pretty sure you're the same, Doug. But fair play to them. They've done very well, and let's hope it goes worse.
Well, they are coming up against Manchester City, who will have played Real Madrid before this game as well. Yeah, that is tonight. It's a big game, that one. City or Arsenal for you to win the title? Do you still think it's City's?
I'd rather Arsenal because I'm sick of City winning it every year. But as of now, City have gone from third gear to fifth gear, and there probably is no stopping them now. I think they'll keep going. But these Champions League nights may ruin them a little bit. That may ruin them. But we'll see how they do. They're definitely going to put their heart and soul and passion into Champions League because they want to win it because they haven't won one. And this is their biggest chance. But I don't know. Arsenal, they're out the Europa League. They've got no European competition to fight for. I'd rather Arsenal, but realistic terms, probably City.
Yeah, Everton, Man City. I mean, Man City play before Arsenal, which will be crucial. So I know it is back to 1 point in the moment. And Man City win, obviously, it would be 4 points. But I don't know. Sean Dyche masterclass. I mean, I'm already seeing a few predictions in there for. I'm already seeing a few predictions in there for Everton wins. How do you see this one going? And if Everton were to win this, it would definitely make it more interesting towards the end of the season.
I don't think Everton will win. I don't think they will. I mean, look at Man City's squad depth. Look at their squad depth. They've got Calvin Phillips in there, Rico Lewis. They've got Cole Palmer. They've got good players in there, and they've got very good squad depth that they can use to bench like the likes of Haaland or De Bruyne. But I don't see Everton winning it all. I think Man City will smash them 3-0.
3-0. Yeah, I was going to go 2-0. I was going to go 2-0 City. I think that 5-1 was an absolute fluke. And if they get anything of Manchester City, then absolutely fair amazing. Play. But I don't see it. I haven't heard of anyone who went 5-1 ever. No, absolutely not. Hi, Sport Count. Hope you're well. Your poll, Douglas. I think there will be one last twist. Oh, Anthony, do let me know in the comments. Do let me know in the live chat what you think that twist will be. Very, very interesting. Tom May must have celebrated all night. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he would have. Everton 0, Chelsea 3. I like that. I said everyone would win 2-0 because I know I want them to go down and they won't. Every team has a fake result at least once. They had theirs yesterday. They're still in trouble. What were your predictions for Chelsea Forest? We actually won the game. I still can't believe it. Yeah, we both gone for Forest wins because we thought that win against Bournemouth was a fluke. And Lampard isn't a very good manager, I'm sorry to say. It does look like Chelsea again, Pochettino. But, yeah, Lampard's not a good manager. Sorry. Everton 2, City 1, says Shane. Really surprised we still haven't announced Poch. I think it'll be soon. There seems to be a few reports coming that it's very, very soon. Everton 1, City 2. Hello, Shane. Everton 1-0, says Carl. Everton 0, City 3. Shane, that would be brilliant. Can you tell me the City team first? Yeah, it'd be interesting. Pep hasn't made many changes, to be honest with you, so I think Holland will rip that defence apart. Let me just say that. Carl. 3-1 Everton. Yeah. And Jock Bar, hello. Great to Jack on here. Don't mention his hair. Lol. I didn't want
we have a little thing on the Tomb review. Saying my hair looks like a bowl, like you put a bowl in there and cut around it. It's only a bit of banter.
Oh, bless. That is very, very funny. I do like that. The next game is Arsenal against Brighton.
Ooh.
Were you impressed with Arsenal last week at Newcastle?
No, I weren't. I weren't really. I think they were pathetic. I think diving about everywhere. That's obviously what they came to do. I mean, going to St James's Park is not easy. You have to have a proper game plan involved, and their game plan was get the early lead, hold it out, and if getting the goal, bonus. I weren't impressed with them at all. Odegaard, good strike, second goal, fluke, came off our defender. I thought we played better. We had more possession. We had more chances. We had more shots. I think we smashed them all over the park at Arsenal, but they just took their chances. We didn't. And the referee was a shambles. But I wasn't impressed. But I feel like they'll perform at home because they're at home. That they'll have a lot more confidence and a better game plan than diving about all over the place.
Yeah, I mean Brighton. I've got to say, like, I watched that Everton game yesterday. I could not believe what I was watching. Could not believe what I was watching. I couldn't quite actually envisage them losing 5-1, but stranger things have obviously happened. However, they have beaten Arsenal this season already in the League Cup, I think it was, as well, and they have a pretty good record against Arsenal. But I don't think anyone would have. I mean, they have had a very good season, Brian. Don't get me wrong, but do you think they're? I think they're getting a little bit tired.
Who, Brighton?
Yeah.
No, not really, because they've got no European football. So I think they're just doing all right, and they're really, really into it now, trying to get Europe. But I don't really think they're getting tired because there's a lot of games, to be fair. There's a lot of games to play, but I don't think they're as tired as like the Man United of the world because they're not in Europe. I don't think we're tired either.
No, absolutely not. Oh, Arsenal, Brian. I mean, the title race is definitely back on. The only thing I can say is, though, that Man City do have their game in hand against Brighton next week. So that will be a very, very intriguing game. I think Arsenal are at Nottingham first next week as well. I feel an Arsenal win here. How about you?
I see an Arsenal win as well. I'm going 2-1.
2-1. I'm thinking 3-1 Arsenal. I think they will win that, and still make it even more tricky for City as well. Henry says she voted the same as Anthony. Interesting. Hello, Dane. Hope you're good. Everton 1, City 2, says Luca. Arsenal 3, Brighton 2. Arsenal won 4-2 against Brighton. Arsenal 2, Brighton 2, says Liz. Arsenal 2, Brighton 1, saying that Brighton want to respond. Yes, absolutely. 2-0 Arsenal. Cedric going for an 8-goal thriller. Arsenal 5, Brighton 3. Well, you never know. You never know after this weekend's results. Definitely, it'd be out of Leicester and Leeds to go down, but it'd be Leicester going down with Forest and Southampton. But I don't want Leicester to go down. No, I don't either. Carl says 5-0 Arsenal. 3-1 Arsenal, says Anthony. Arsenal 2, Brighton 1. I wouldn't be surprised if we lose this, but I reckon we'll win 2-1. I think the title race isn't on. I think it's over. Never say never. Yeah, game in hand for City, but we shall see. We shall see, indeed. The next one is Leicester City against Liverpool. Yeah, I've got to say, Leicester City, they've not been in great form at all. They are back in the relegation zone now. Obviously, I know you want, James Maddison as well. But one question I did want to ask you about Leicester, did they keep Brendan Rodgers way too soon?
No. I don't think so.
And it's really tricky to say this now, but if Leicester were to go down, do you see them coming straight back up?
I don't actually. I don't because
no.
I don't because I feel like if they go down, they'll lose a lot of the players. Dewsbury Hall, Harvey Barnes, Maddison would definitely go 100% to us. But I think they'll lose quite a few of their players, and then they'll struggle to get back up. But I feel like they will come up eventually. But I think they'll lose some of their key players, and they'll lose too many players.
Yeah,
but absolutely. To be fair, with the money that Maddison will definitely go for about 40 million because his value will drop in the Championship. Harvey Barnes will go for some money. Dewsbury Hall will. James Maddison will probably retire. No, not James Maddison. Jamie Vardy, sorry. Jamie Vardy will retire. So I think they'll get some good money for some of their players. But saying that, I don't think it'll be enough. I think one season in the Championship, then the next they'll come up.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we've just got to keep winning. That's the main thing for us. We've just got to keep winning. But I mean, we haven't beaten Leicester at the King Power since 2019, and the way they played against Fulham, if we can exploit so many of their defensive frailties, this could be a cricket score. Like I'm not being too like nasty to Leicester or anything like that, but Leicester just look like a shadow of themselves at the moment. And I think that the results yesterday with Forest and Everton winning, I think that will put a big dent on obviously Leicester. And plus, you guys have got them in coming up very soon as well. And as well, I think they finish against West Ham as well. So at this moment in time, I struggle to see where Leicester City's points or the X points are sort of coming from. So, with that in mind, what do you think the score will be between Leicester and Liverpool?
I hate to say this. I really hate to say this, but I'll go 3-0 Liverpool. I think they'll
3-0 Liverpool.
I hate to say it. I want them to lose, but and it's really been annoying me to say that, but I've got to go with what I feel, and I feel like Liverpool will win. I feel like they will. I think they're in some cracking form. And Leicester, they've been better. They have been better, but I don't think Dean Smith. Poor Dean Smith. That's 2 years in a row in a relegation battle again. But I don't see Leicester winning. I don't.
Yeah, I'm sorry to any Leicester fans. I'm actually going 4-1. I think it'll be a long night for them. I think as well. The Liverpool players are tired. They won't forget there was a World Cup, so some players will be tired. Liz, thank you very much for the super chat. James freaking Milner, yes, absolutely. Liz, thumbs up. Leicester for me will stay up. I'm not so sure. Luca, to be honest. I don't see them getting any points against us. I don't see them going to St James's and getting any points. That game against West Ham is going to be so important. West Ham will probably already be safe, but I think Leicester could be gone. I really do. Yes, Liz. After that thumping, I think Brighton will go out to get a result. Imagine a joke. That would be amazing. Leicester 1, Liverpool 1, says Luca. Arsenal 2, Brighton 2. Liz, agreeing with me, 4-1 Liverpool. Shane going one more, 5-1 Liverpool. There's always a twist, in my opinion. Just remember City being yes, that is very true. Luke saying 4-0 Liverpool. Cedric going 5-1. I've read that one already. Crikey, Anthony. Leicester 7, Liverpool 9. We're in for a good game. I don't think my heart could take a 9-7 game. Jesus Christ. Carl, Liverpool 10-0. Something tells me Leicester getting something. Maybe. Anthony, don't ever change. You're right behind us, and I want Leicester to stay on 1-1. Leicester 1, Liverpool 1. Leicester 0, Liverpool 1. Leicester definitely relegation. Interesting. If Leicester goes down, Vardy will be top scorer in the Championship. I can't see Vardy really leaving Leicester. He's Leicester through and through. So no, I can't see that. Liverpool no 1 in their last 2 visits to King Power. Yeah. Relegation threat in Leicester can be dangerous, but I think it'll be a 2-1 win for Liverpool. Rodgers deserves to go, but replacing with an even worse one was a joke. Leicester will step up Monday, something tells me. Leicester 1-1. Everton 1-2. Bath time is in. Congratulations on the boy on the way. Douglas, Bath time is a great name for the gender. I did not see that one coming, let's be honest. Everton City 2, Man City 4, Chelsea 0, Brighton 1, City 2, Brentford 1, City 1. Right, there is one more game, and actually, it is your boys again. Thursday evening, Brighton. This is your game in hand. Now, you said to me off air that 2 wins will do it. You are coming up against Brighton on Thursday, and it is at home. Is this the win that gets you Champions League football?
Imagine the scenes at St James's securing Champions League football. Oh my God. I do see it. If we beat Leeds, this will be the one. then that'll put us on 71 points. And we know Liverpool can only max out 71 points, and they're the only real threat with us and Man United. And if we get 71 points, we're sorted. I do see it. And if we win, I haven't really thought about that score yet. I haven't really thought about it. I think we'll win. I think we'll win 2-0. I think St. James Park, if we win against Leeds, this will make the game even bigger. And war flags will be out. The atmosphere will be rocking St. James's. And I can't imagine the scenes if we get Champions. I think it might draw a tear to my eye if we get Champions League football, because it'll be absolutely sensational.
Yeah, I think you will do this with a style. I'm going 3-0 Newcastle. I think you'll do that in style, and I think you will get Champions League football.
I love that.
Definitely. Yeah, I bet you would. I bet you would. Yes, Leicester going to get something a thumping. I like that. I think he's got 2 more years. I think he's maybe got 2 or 3 more years left potentially. But if Leicester go down, probably he does retire. I do agree with that. Newcastle 2, Brighton 2. I think Newcastle won that. Newcastle 3, Brighton 3. Interesting. Shane got 1-0 Newcastle. Thursday evening, next Thursday. Carl saying 1-1. Sorry, I meant 3-0 Newcastle. 3-0 Newcastle. There we go indeed. Guys, do get your predictions down in the live chat, obviously, before we do go. And I will check the poll that is running currently as well. Give me 2 ticks. Because there is a poll going through. Jock says we have to win, so 3-2 the Toon. I agree. I think if you win that, you're in the Champions League. So there's no denying that or anything like that. And to be honest, if you get Champions League football, that will be as much as you deserve as well. Right, let's have a look at the poll. So I did ask before we came on air, with 35 games played and after yesterday's results, is the relegation places decided? Well, I'm going to end it there. 25% have said yes, they think that the relegation places have been decided. 39% say no, so they think there may be one more twist, and then 36% also said one last twist will happen. We shall see. So we'll end it there. Thank you to the 36 of you who did vote as well. Lucas says thank you. 1-1 Newcastle. Yes, do. Have a great day all. Thank you, Liz. Newcastle 3, Brighton 2. And Mr. B, hope you're well. Everton 2, City 3. And Lucas says, I really want Everton to go down. Oh, there we go, indeed. Jack, it's been an absolute pleasure to get you on the channel. I do really appreciate it. I've also left the link to Jack's channel in the description down below as well. But tell the people where they can find you.
Name right there, Toon TV on YouTube. Thank you, Doug, for having me on. And that'd be greatly appreciated if you can go drop a subscription as well.
Absolutely. Go and check out Jack at Toon TV, and also check out the Toon Review. Probably one of the best Newcastle fan channels out there. Paul, Billy, Alex, Jack, everyone who is connected with that channel do a fantastic job as well. And yeah, let's get Jack to 2K, people. Do leave a subscription on Jack's channel as well. Oh, my bloody bud's falling out, mate. I put a twist because it's not settled yet. No, absolutely not. Great show. Thank you, Luca. 1 Newcastle to finish 3rd. Hope we can get 4th. That's the plan. That is the absolute plan as well. Mr. B saying Arsenal 1, Brighton 2. So, guys, get your predictions down in the chat. There is only 2 more Prem Predictions shows left. It's getting interesting. Certainly is getting very, very interesting. But big thank you to Jack for coming on. And enjoy the football. We shall see what will happen this weekend. And I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye-bye for now.